Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America, from border to border and coast to coast, and all the ships at sea, and to our friends across the great ponds. Here's all the news that's fit to be news. There are times in this world when action needs to be taken to make this a better world. Scores of women and men have enlisted their time and energy, traveling coast to coast and sea to sea, marching on this world to share their message of hope and deliverance. In times of danger, these brave men and women take to the skies with courageous acts of valor. Dogfights are being reported over all parts of the world as this brave Air Force fights the enemy in the skies among the clouds. Inspired by their Supreme Commander, Amelia Plein Earhart. Excuse me, Miss Plein Earhart, do you have any words for our viewers?
Well, I did some plein air from my airplane. That's kind of a tongue twister, isn't it? It was quite dangerous, by the way, because I had to walk out on the wing to make it an official plein air piece. And, well, I dropped a tube of lead white. I hope it didn't hit anyone.
These men and women make sacrifices in a voluntary air command to make the world a better place, to bring the joys of plein air painting to the common man. One pilot, known for his sharp brush and sharper wit, Baron von Rhodes, approaches his aircraft with confidence, knowing this could be his last mission. Yet he gives a thumbs up, never showing as much as an ounce of fear, and takes to the skies to fight the enemies of freedom. So calm is this soldier that he paints landscapes from on high while doing battle. Victory can only be complete with the utter destruction of the enemy by teaching every man, woman, and child the art of plein air painting and the joys of being in the open air. Victory will be ours as these fine women and men march across the great lands of the world, carrying their easels and slapping paint. These aren't just studio painters. These are painters who brave the heat of the beating sun, the blowing winds, the rushing rains and freezing cold, and dangerous climbs in order to bring home a painting like no other. They are known to the world as the fine women and men of the Plein Air Force. Here comes Von Rhodes now.
Good day, troops. I have just flown thousands of miles after meeting with our Commander-in-Chief, Amelia Plein Earhart, at an undisclosed location in the South Pacific, where she has communicated a vast battle plan to change all of humanity. We are gathered here today, facing a great challenge. It has come to our attention that many throughout the world have yet to experience painting, and more still have yet to go outdoors to paint on location, doing what you and I know as plein air painting. Most have never so much as heard of the name plein air. We are faced with a world of great evil, and we know that by introducing our values, our edges, our colors, our compositions, that the world will be better off, and that the people of this world can live lives of great satisfaction, of great joy. It is our job to help them find it. We, the women and men of the Plein Air Force, have experienced this great lifestyle, which has transformed our lives and has given us the freedom to use our creative skills and take us away from a life of boredom. As a result of this great force called plein air, we see the world through a fresh set of eyes, noticing the great creations of this earth, observing its brilliant colors, its warm sunlight, its cool shadows, its vast seas and endless mountain ranges. We as painters in this Plein Air Force reflect this great vision by capturing and interpreting God's great creations with the tools of our Air Force, the brush, the paint, and the canvas. We are here today to march on this world, to fly over our great cities and landscapes, sharing our mission, placing brush in hand in order to help others find this great joy, this life filled with excitement, exotic travel, deep friendships, and the satisfaction of placing our visions on the canvas for the world to remember for generations to come. We pay homage to the great leaders before us who have paved the way, toiling great mountains, climbing steep terrain, and experiencing great hardships to capture the landscape against the odds of weather and nature and difficult terrain and vast distances to travel on foot, so that they might bring us views of a world which no longer exists. A world destroyed by man and machine, replaced by concrete and condominiums. Their role of capturing and preserving the landscape and sharing it with man has made man sit up, take notice, and shout, "Stop! Stop destroying this beautiful earth." Their pictures have made man notice the contrast of change, which to this day continue to motivate man to conserve its landscape before it's lost to urban sprawl. Today, women and men of our generation, of this great Plein Air Force, must continue to document the disappearing landscape with paint, etching the memory of these vast scenes into the minds of man, to hang in our museums and institutions and our homes for future generations to be inspired by its beauty, its meaning, so that we might point out the error of man's ways in destroying the beauty of this earth while there is still time to save it. We remember our fallen soldiers of the past who bucked the trends of studio painting by breaking the rules, grinding their paints on location, and taking their painting skills outdoors so that true nature can be represented. Artists like Lorraine Dubeny, our forefathers who paved the way for the Impressionists who followed, legends like Boudin, Monet, Renoir, Pissarro, Sisley, Manet, Degas, and Cézanne, and the only documented woman to have participated in this critically important movement, Berthe Morisot, who paved the way for women worldwide. We, the women and the men of the Plein Air Force, must rally. Together, we must implement a battle plan impacting every city, preserving every landscape for future generations to admire, fighting with our brushes to conserve our vast landscape, and finally, making the world aware of this movement we call plein air. We, together, must build a vast plein air force of painters and collectors. We must expose the world to this important movement so that our paintings reach and influence vast populations and touch the lives of tens of millions, so that we might bring joy and inspiration and peace of original artwork into every household, so that the words plein air have meaning and are implanted into the minds of every citizen of the world. And we must march on our cities, educating and inspiring our citizens to join our ranks, so that they too might find the joy of our plein air lifestyle. Exploring their creative side, traveling this vast world to paint and document its stunning beauty, and bonding with others who stand beside them to paint and share the joys of friendship and a common bond. Most who join our movement will find great satisfaction in their lives, whether young or old, by learning how to take the inspiration of what stands before them, run it through their hearts, and express it on their canvas. It is our mission as members of this great plein air force to take our message to the world, one soldier at a time, to place brush in hand and guide it with our own, to teach the principles of color and composition, to whet the appetite of our citizens, and in them create the desire to paint, to express their own souls. Oh, there will be storms ahead. You will receive great resistance from those who believe they possess no talent, who wish deep inside they could do what you do. You must meet the resistance head on with strong encouragement, conviction of your belief in their ability to learn, and demonstration of your techniques enabling them to overcome their insecurities, as we once did. You must persist so that these lost souls might find something inside of themselves that will rise to the surface and be brought to life, so that they too may have lived a changed life. These citizens who have never before so much as noticed the orange sunlight as it kisses the treetops, the pink light as it floods the side of purple and blue mountains, and the vast array of greens and reds in the trees. We must bring them outdoors to experience the joy of planting ourselves in a single spot with the warm breeze on our face, the birds serenading us, as we slow our minds and take in the beauty of nature as we place our own interpretation on canvas. This life of plein air is too good to keep to ourselves. We must share it. We must help others find it so that they too can experience the joy of the lifestyle we've discovered, so that they too can see things in the landscape they've never before seen or noticed, so that they too can elevate their appreciation for paintings and know what the women and men before us experienced, so that we might remember the landscape of their times. We must enlist them in our plein air force so that we might document the lands of our world to motivate change and conservation. This is a task too big for us to go alone. It is why we must expose the world to our world. Though our force of painters and collectors is vast, it must grow so that the world becomes aware of the words plein air, and so that we may touch the lives and fill the homes with reminders of the beauty which surrounds us. Today, I'm calling on you to make a sacrifice, to take a small portion of your time each month to enlist others. If every soldier in our Plein Air Force enlists just one painter per month, our force will grow to vast numbers overnight, and you will receive great satisfaction for helping others find this joy, and you have played a role in helping the world know about plein air. And all will benefit by increased awareness of plein air. Those who teach will see vast numbers of new students. Events will see vast numbers of new collectors, all because you committed to exposing plein air to just one new person a month. What follows is a battle plan which you can implement in your community in your own way. Though we offer plans and suggestions and tools, these are merely suggestions. And we know your way is the best way. Your mission, should you choose to step forward, is to commit just 1 hour a month to expose others to the world we know, so that some of you will devote more time to help others find the thing that has changed each of our lives, the movement which has brought us great joy and satisfaction. Will you enlist and become a member of this great Plein Air Force? The decision is yours. I ask you to commit to grow our world of plein air painters, to expose young people so that this great movement will impact future generations after we are long gone. Though our paintings will continue to speak volumes to these generations, we must assure that there are others enlisted to carry our torch forever. Plein air painting has changed my life. It has opened my eyes to a new world, a world of new friends, a chance to travel the world, to see and document its beauty through my own personal interpretation. With it, I found my creative soul, something which was hidden deep inside, screaming to come out. But I did not know of this world called plein air. I did not even know the term. And if not for the gift others gave me to open my eyes to this world, I would not be here with you troops today. You were given this gift of a changed life through plein air. It is up to all of us to help others find this great gift. Today, I ask you to make a small sacrifice, just one brief hour a month, to help others learn of collecting or painting in plein air, to teach, to speak, to expose, though it will be no sacrifice at all when you see the joy in their faces and you see lives which have changed. Stand to your feet now to show your commitment to helping others as we expose the world to this life we call plein air. Thank you.